the most attractive actresses of the 80s and 90s, then and now. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Celebrity Then and Now. Today, we're celebrating the absolutely stunning actresses who dominated the 1980s and 1990s, a revolutionary era when beauty standards evolved, supermodels became movie stars, and a new generation of captivating women took over Hollywood. These weren't your grandmother's leading ladies. They were bold, confident, and brought a fresh energy to the screen. I'm going to show you their recent photos and give you 10 seconds to guess who they are. Then we'll reveal their most breathtaking moments from their heyday. These were the women who defined what it meant to be a leading lady in modern cinema. Get ready for a journey back to an era of big hair, bigger personalities, and unforgettable screen presence. She was the ultimate California dream girl with sun-kissed blonde hair and a smile that could light up any scene. Bo Derek became the definition of perfection in the 1980s, with her braided hairstyle in 10 becoming instantly iconic. Her athletic figure, natural beauty, and confident presence made her the fantasy woman of an entire generation. Now, 68 years old in 2025, she remains a stunning presence, proving that natural beauty combined with confidence creates timeless appeal. The brunette bombshell with sharp features and piercing eyes who brought intelligence and sexuality together in a way Hollywood had never seen. Demi Moore exploded onto the scene in the 1980s and dominated the 90s with her powerful presence and undeniable beauty. Her confidence, her willingness to take risks, and her striking features made her one of the highest paid actresses of her era. Now 62 years old in 2025, she continues to turn heads and redefine what aging gracefully means in Hollywood. A vision of classic beauty with flowing dark hair and expressive eyes that made every romantic scene unforgettable. Brooke Shields was the most famous teenage beauty of the late 70s and early 80s, transitioning into a sophisticated leading lady throughout the decades. Her perfect bone structure and natural elegance made her the face of countless campaigns. Now 60 years old, in 2025, she remains strikingly beautiful and has built a legacy beyond just her looks. The girl next door with a megawatt smile who brought warmth and authenticity to every role she played. Meg Ryan became America's sweetheart in the 1980s and 90s with her blonde hair, sparkling eyes, and infectious personality. Her combination of beauty and relatability made her the queen of romantic comedies. Now 64 years old in 2025, she has aged with grace and continues to work selectively in the industry she helped define. An exotic beauty with feline features and a mysterious allure that set her apart from typical Hollywood actresses. Michelle Pfeiffer was the most stunning actress of the late 80s and early 90s, with porcelain skin, captivating blue eyes, and perfect features that made directors fight to cast her. Her range as an actress only enhanced her appeal. Now 67 years old in 2025, she remains breathtakingly beautiful and continues to prove that talent and beauty can coexist perfectly. The blonde goddess with a statuesque figure and ethereal beauty who brought sophistication to every appearance. Sharon Stone broke through in the 1990s with a combination of intelligence, sex appeal, and jaw-dropping beauty that made her an instant icon. Her confidence and bold choices made her unforgettable on screen. Now 67 years old in 2025, she continues to be a stunning presence and remains unapologetic about her sexuality and power. a vision of athletic beauty with natural charm who brought a fresh, sporty appeal to Hollywood glamour. Elle Macpherson wasn't just a supermodel, she brought her stunning looks to films throughout the 80s and 90s, showing that beauty and brains could dominate both industries. Her long legs, radiant smile, and healthy glow made her the ultimate representation of 90s beauty standards. Now 61 years old in 2025, she continues to look incredible and has built an empire beyond entertainment. The fiery redhead with alabaster skin and delicate features who brought vulnerability and strength to the screen. Nicole Kidman emerged in the late 80s and became one of the most beautiful actresses of the 90s. Her porcelain complexion, striking height, and elegant presence made her unforgettable. Now 58 years old in 2025, she remains one of Hollywood's most stunning actresses, proving that taking care of yourself pays dividends. A brunette beauty with soulful eyes and natural sensuality who brought depth to every character she portrayed. Julia Roberts became the biggest star of the 1990s with her luminous smile, gorgeous features, and relatable presence. Her combination of girl-next-door appeal and stunning beauty made her a phenomenon. Now 58 years old in 2025, she remains one of the most beautiful and beloved actresses in Hollywood. Her smile still as radiant as ever. The sultry Latina beauty who brought fire and passion to Hollywood in a way audiences had never experienced. Salma Hayek burst onto the scene in the 1990s with curves, confidence, and an undeniable screen presence. Her exotic beauty and refusal to conform to typical Hollywood standards made her revolutionary. Now 59 years old, in 2025, she somehow looks even more beautiful than she did in her youth, defying every expectation about aging. A blonde bombshell with classic Hollywood features and a playful sexuality that made her the ultimate fantasy woman. Pamela Anderson became a cultural phenomenon in the 1990s. Her beauty so iconic it transcended acting. Her beach babe appeal and unapologetic confidence made her one of the most recognizable faces in the world. Now 58 years old in 2025, she has embraced natural beauty and continues to captivate audiences in new ways. The dark-haired beauty with mysterious eyes and an ethereal quality that made her seem otherworldly on screen. Winona Ryder was the alternative beauty of the late 80s and 90s, with delicate features and an intensity that set her apart. Her unique look and incredible talent made her the thinking person's dream girl. Now 54 years old in 2025, she has experienced a career renaissance and remains hauntingly beautiful. A stunning blonde with sharp features and fierce intensity who brought power and sensuality to action roles. Sharon Stone's Basic Instinct co-star couldn't compete with Sharon's magnetism, but another blonde beauty dominated action films. Uma Thurman brought her statuesque frame, striking features, and cool confidence to 90s cinema. Now 55 years old in 2025, she remains an elegant beauty with a timeless quality. The exotic beauty with almond eyes and mysterious presence who brought international flair to Hollywood. Catherine Zeta-Jones emerged in the late 90s with her Welsh-born beauty, dark hair, and classic features that reminded audiences of old Hollywood glamour. Her combination of elegance and sex appeal made her irresistible. Now 56 years old in 2025, she continues to be absolutely stunning and has maintained her beauty with remarkable grace. A fierce beauty with sharp cheekbones and smoldering intensity who brought edge to mainstream cinema. Angelina Jolie burst onto the scene in the late 90s with features so striking they seemed almost unreal. Her full lips, defined bone structure, and dangerous energy made her unlike anyone else. Now 50 years old, in 2025, she has evolved from sex symbol to respected director while maintaining her stunning looks. The athletic blonde with a radiant smile and wholesome appeal who brought girl power energy to the screen. Cameron Diaz became one of the most bankable actresses of the 90s with her combination of beauty, comedy skills, and infectious personality. Her long legs, bright smile, and natural charm made her the ultimate California girl. Now, 53 years old in 2025, she has stepped away from Hollywood but remains beautiful and focused on her family. A Brazilian bombshell with curves and confidence who brought South American beauty standards to Hollywood. Sonia Braga paved the way, but it was actresses like Penélope Cruz who exploded in the late 90s. The Spanish beauty brought dark eyes, flowing hair, and Mediterranean sensuality to American cinema. Now 51 years old, in 2025, she somehow looks even more beautiful than she did decades ago. The blonde beauty with classic features and soulful eyes who brought depth to every role she inhabited. Charlize Theron emerged in the late 90s as a stunning beauty with model-perfect features and serious acting chops. Her South African heritage, striking looks, and talent made her impossible to ignore. Now 50 years old, in 2025, she remains one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood and continues to take on challenging, transformative roles. These were the women who redefined beauty for a new generation. The 80s and 90s were about breaking molds, embracing different types of beauty, and showing that gorgeous women could also be powerful, intelligent, and complex. These actresses weren't just passive beauties. They were forces of nature who took control of their careers and their images. What made this era so special was the diversity of beauty on display. You had the athletic bombshells like Bo Derek and Elle Macpherson, the classic beauties like Michelle Pfeiffer and Nicole Kidman, the exotic stunners like Salma Hayek and Penelope Cruz, and the alternative beauties like Winona Ryder. Hollywood finally realized that beauty came in many forms, and audiences responded by making these women superstars. The 1980s brought us big hair, bold makeup, and confident women who weren't afraid to own their sexuality. The 1990s refined that energy with more natural looks, heroin chic giving way to healthy, athletic beauty, and an emphasis on personality as much as physical appearance. These actresses navigated both decades with style and grace, from romantic comedies to action blockbusters, from independent films to Hollywood spectacles. These beautiful actresses proved they could do it all. They weren't content to just look pretty. They demanded good scripts, interesting characters, and the same respect given to their male counterparts. Their beauty opened doors, but their talent kept them relevant. How many of these stunning 80s and 90s icons did you recognize? Which one was your first celebrity crush? Do you remember the first time you saw them on screen and couldn't look away? Drop your memories in the comments below and let us know which of these gorgeous actresses made the biggest impact on you. If this trip back to the MTV generation brought back some great memories, please hit that like button and subscribe for more nostalgic content. Share this with someone who grew up watching these beautiful actresses dominate the box office and define what it meant to be a movie star. These women represent an era when Hollywood beauty became more diverse, more powerful, and more interesting than ever before. Whether you were a teenager swooning over these actresses in the 80s or discovered them on VHS rentals in the 90s, their impact on popular culture is undeniable. They were the faces on our posters, the stars of our favorite movies, and the standards by which we judged beauty and talent. Their legacies continue to influence how we see leading ladies today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through 2 incredible decades of Hollywood beauty. These actresses didn't just look good, they changed the game. Until next time, keep celebrating the women who made the 80s and 90s absolutely unforgettable.